Welcome, my darlings. This is all about helping you fulfill the dream that you have sought after, allowing you to step in the direction of feeling cleansed, pure, and clean, knowing all the choices you have made up until this point have been at your utmost, highest advantage, and allowing that energy to continue to prosper along as the days, months, and years go by. So, all you need to do to fulfill this reading is simply pick a number, either number 1, number 2, or number 3. Once chosen, scroll down into the description box and click on the timestamp linked next to the number you have chosen. And with that being said, I will join you once you have chosen your number in your individual pile selection. Pile number 1. Thank you very much indeed for joining me on today's reading. So, the topic we will be discussing is how to cleanse and purify your energy. So, this is always putting you in that state of feeling pure, feeling light and ready to enjoy and endure your reality. So, today's quote, which we have listed here, states the following: "If you knew you held the keys to your future, here right now, what would you do?" So that's something for you to ponder on. And today we have 2 sections here with the final clause towards the end, which is going to give us the information we need to know that's going to help us, or going to help you purify and cleanse your energy. So let's start with the first subheader, which states how to purify your energy and surroundings. So the first card we have is Dream Come True. Your dreams are coming true because you stay true to your heart's desire. Next up, we have the Ancestor of Hope. So, how to purify and cleanse your energy and surroundings. This is about you continuing to pursue and believe in the things that you are manifesting, the things that you are bringing towards your reality, and the things that have your heart space in such a exotic and amplified, joyous, connected energy, because that's what's going to help cleanse and make you feel better, make you feel at peace, and make you feel as though you are wanted, right? Not by others, but by yourself. This is about aligning up with your authentic self, aligning up with your values, your beliefs, and the worth that you carry deep rootedly in your heart. Because the more you focus on connecting with things that are going to bring you pleasure and not looking back, you are going to see how your energy is more amplified and more excited to continue to pursue living your dreams and, having that real feeling of accomplishing things, right? It's so great, so amazing, and so brilliant to be able to really look back at your progress and to be able to have a check off list and to be able to have that checked off to say that you did that yourself because you continued to pursue what inspired you and your desires. Next up, we have something that you already do that cleanses you harmoniously. We have the golden stars. The stars are lining up for the perfect opportunity now. And we also have the shaman of purification. So you already indeed do cleanse and purify your energy by recognizing the opportunities that surround you. So by you focusing and pursuing a direction that is leading you towards your goals, towards your desires, that helps to purify your energy. So pile number one, it appears that you are in a win-win situation. Your energy is already aligned, already established, and already connecting all the dots for you to be able to live the dream, right? You are already feeling abundant, feeling as though the stars are definitely aligning up for you. So continue to do what you are doing because it's definitely working in your favor. I mean, there's no much more information that I can disclose to you at this moment in time because it appears that you're already on the right path of purifying and cleansing your energy. So continue to seek and see the opportunities that are surrounding you and connecting you towards your dreams. You have so much stamina going in that direction. So lastly, we have advice and guidance for you. For at times, if you forget, this gracious energy is instilled within you. So if at any times you feel as though you may forget that your energy is actually cleansed and purified, this is a reminder of advice and guidance that's going to get you back towards this fulfilling state. We have divine discernment. Step back to find clarity. So, always be able to use your intuition to guide you towards the direction that is of your highest calling, of your highest advantage, and of your highest favor, because that's what's going to allow you to gain clarity in situations, gain clarity in the moment, in order for you to decipher which choice and which choices you have to make that are going to lead you towards the route of success, towards the route of abundance, and towards the route of getting your heart's desires, right? Allowing yourself to know what would pop up in your reality as illusions or as false hope, or as something that can cause stagnation for you, or something that could perhaps block you, and reroute yourself to something that's going to be much more fulfilling, much more promising, and give you that desired sense of satisfaction, because it amplifies your energy, it makes you feel much more better, and you recognize from you making that direct choice, it's going to further you along towards opportunities that's going to open up a door for what is on your heart, okay? Where your heart is leading you towards. So, pile number 1. Thank you for joining me on today's reading. It has been a pleasure to be able to read for you today. Please do let me know any thoughts you may have down below in the comment section, and I shall be sure to see you again in one of my next readings. Pile number 2. Welcome to your reading today, and thank you for joining me here. We are diving into the topic of helping you purify and cleanse your energy. So we have today's quote, which states, "If you knew you held the keys to your future, here right now, what would you do?" Okay, so that's something for you to think about. So we do have 2 different subheaders today, which we will dive into to get certain information that's going to allow you to purify and cleanse your energy. And then towards the last segment is a little bit of advice and guidance in case you forget about your energy and how it is cleansed and pure. That will help remind you to get back on track. So let's look at the first subheader, which states how to purify your energy and surroundings. We have spiritual practice. Making time for your spiritual practice will assist you with clearing your mind and restoring your inner peace. Okay. And next up we have Hunter of Honor. So, how to purify your energy and surroundings. So this is about incorporating a set routine into your daily life, and this is something that's going to help you feel empowered, help you feel connected to your own inner source, help you feel connected to a higher path that connects with your future self, your present self, and your past self. So this is about connecting to your spiritual side, which is going to allow you to see things from all aspects or points of views, and see things from different advantage points, because that's what's going to allow you to have your mind at ease. You may be someone who has 1,000 thoughts racing in your mind at times, and perhaps it's hard for you to decipher, what's the actual real energy, what's actually going on. You want to make sure that the thoughts in your head, you're able to connect with the ones that are of truth telling and ones that's not going to give you a sense of false premises, false hopes, and really focus on increasing your knowledge, increasing your mental mind, your mental maturity, and allow you to really feel confident in your daily dealings, confident in your own inner knowings, and confident in the reality that you are living in, right? You always want to make sure that you are aware of your surroundings gracefully. So dive into spiritual practices and see exactly where that takes you. So for the next subheader, we have something that you already do that cleanses you harmoniously. We have a divine plan. Your soul has a master blueprint of your life path that it holds within it. It will never steer you in the wrong direction. One more time. Your soul has a master blueprint of your life path that it holds within it. It will never steer you in the wrong direction. Next, we have the Shaman of Stars. So I can see here for you, you are indeed connecting so much to your creative abilities, and that's in the aspect of being able to download credible information, valuable information, get insights from your dreams, get insights from your waking and daily life, being able to reveal what the truths are that are going to allow you to walk a path of purity, a path of enlightenment, a path of, self-respect. And it's all about, you recognize it's all about trusting your instincts, trusting your gut feelings, and trusting that the choices that you do make are going to align you towards celebrity moments where you can celebrate your impact on the world and your impact on yourself and your impact on others. Always leaving behind a positive impression, always leaving behind a charted legacy that's worth much more than any value, should I say, because it's something that you have created from within yourself that displays on the outside due to your inner knowings. So for you to be able to continue to follow on this path, in this direction, it's all about continuing to tighten up on your knowledge, tighten up on your experiences, tighten up on your self-respect and your self-value by committing to self-devotion, spiritual practices, self-care, self-love, because that energy there will strengthen your connection to becoming your own star, becoming your own celebrity, becoming a person with so much honor and value, someone who has really impacted the world during your time here right now in the most successful, abundant ways, okay? So let's see the advice and guidance for if at times, if you forget about this gracious energy that is instilled within you. We have, there's no place like home. Nestle into the sweetness. So this is all about recognizing everything that you have learnt, everything that you have experienced, and taking all of those valuable information, those valuable aspects, those things that really ignited your soul, ignited your heart space, ignited your mind, really made you feel passionate about your life experience here as a human being, you know, enabling you to feel comfortable in your own skin, feel comfortable in your own environment, and feel comfortable in things that you are investing into. Always remind yourself that you have a home within your heart space and you have a home within your physical body, which allows you to reassure yourself of the type of person you have become, be proud of yourself, and, you know, recognize and actually look back at things you can be proud of, right? Looking back at your life with sheer gratitude and looking into the future with so much hope, with so much passion, with so much love, so much joy and contentness, that's going to make you feel fulfilled. Revisiting a home as well, an old home that brings back joyous memories for you, that could be something of an advantage as well. Allowing yourself to be surrounded by memories of things that made you feel at home within yourself is what's going to ignite this energy of feeling purified, feeling cleansed, and feeling on top of your world. So pile number 2. Thank you for joining me on today's reading. Please do let me know any thoughts you may have down below in the comment section, and I shall be sure to see you again in one of my next readings. Pile number 3. Thank you for joining me on today's reading. We are diving into the topic of helping you to purify and cleanse your energy. So being able to put you in a place where you feel confident, you feel settled, and you feel everything is working well. So we have today's quote, which states, "If you knew you held the keys to your future here right now, what would you do?" Okay, so that's something for you to think about, and we will be diving into 2 different subheaders today, which will individually give us the information you need to know for helping you to cleanse and purify your energy. And then towards the end, we have the final clause, which states further advice and guidance for at times if you forget about, you know, your energy being purified and cleansed. This is a simple reminder of how you can get back into the flow of that. So let's start with the first subheader: how to purify your energy and surroundings. We have supernova. An aspect of your personality, ego self, must die to make way for a new shiny star to be born. Okay, so this is about transformation. And the next card we have for that section is the Spirit of Challenge. So how to purify your energy and surroundings. This is about knowing when it's time for a change, when it's time for things to go, because you'll intuitively be feeling as though you're ready for a change, you're ready for a makeover, or perhaps, you know, the things that you are investing in, it's not really resonating the same with you anymore. So, you know, you're feeling inside that it's time for you to go on a new journey, or, you know, find out more about yourself. So initially, you're recognizing that you are simply just leveling up in life, leveling up in all aspects. And that's not about forgetting who you was, but about, you know, becoming someone new and taking the old you and transforming that into something that's going to be even better, even more successful, and even more abundant. So recognize that if things are appearing as challenges in your reality, perhaps it's about you learning something new about yourself and learning how you can transmute that energy so it can actually work in your favor. And perhaps it's all about, you know, switching the things that you are investing your time into right now, because it may prove more beneficial for you, and there's something that's going to find you and allow you to be in a much more better mental headspace and allow you to see more of who you can become. Okay, so let's start with the next section. We have something that you already do that cleanses you harmoniously. We have Crossroads. A new business, adventure, project, or career is currently in the works for you. And we also have Spirit of Healing. So, I mean, you are already recognizing that for yourself, that you are in a position where, you know, you feel like things may not be the best, but you recognize that everything is happening for you and not against you. And you're recognizing that the next path that you do take is going to take you towards something that's going to be even more better for you, even more prosperous for you, even more enlightened for you, even more joyous for you, even more successful for you. Everything that's been put on your pathway is to steer you towards a greater adventure, a greater calling, and something that's actually going to be more beneficial for you. And you recognize that you are deserving of so much more. You are deserving of just overall more abundance in every area of your life. You recognize that you need to be seen in a greater and higher advantage point, because you know that you are intuitively being called in that direction anyway. So you are allowing yourself to be more gentle with yourself, more relaxed with yourself, and not allowing yourself to become bombarded by things that are not working as well, because you recognize that as time passes you by, it's only anticipating and building up more energy for the newness that is to come. So you're recognizing there's so much more value in putting your eyes and your eyesight towards things that are going to work well for you and towards things that are coming in your direction that are going to bring you much more joy and pleasure. So that's what's going to really help purify and cleanse your energy, knowing that things are shifting within your reality and things that are not bringing you peace are being removed, you are being transformed, and new things are being ushered in your direction. So lastly, we have advice and guidance for, at times, if you forget if this gracious energy is instilled within you. So if you forget about the energy that is pure and that is cleansed within you, this is a reminder that you can use, that's going to help you remember that you are always constantly surrounded by this gracefulness and this peace, okay? Oh, and look at that. We have eyes on the prize. That is interesting. We have trust the guidance of your North Star. So this is all about keeping focused, keeping your vision towards what it is that you want, keeping your energy towards the direction of things that are going to bring you pleasure, allowing yourself to be reminded of your purpose, reminded of your why you sought out for this new makeover, this new calling, this new career, this new family, this new relationship, etc. Always allowing yourself to keep focused in that direction, because that is what's going to remind you of why you set out to change and go towards a different path. Because if you keep your eyes on the prize, you're going to end up with the prize possession at the end of the day. The more energy you go towards that direction, the more momentum builds up, and that energy eventually captures you and allows you to feel fulfilled, and that's when your wishes are then manifested. Okay, so pile number 3. Thank you for joining me on today's reading. It has been a pleasure and an honor to be able to read for you today. I shall be sure to see you again in one of my next readings.